Guachochi. All stories take place in a community. This happened in a community called Coyachique, the municipality of Batopilas, which is found in the mountains surrounded of large canyons. As a teacher in this community, my work is to obtain the opportunities that my students could appreciate the greater amount of concepts. These students are characterized by only having contact with their context and living as part of their culture. It is for this reason, as a teacher, I decided to organize a trip with them for an opportunity for them to know something different from their context, something that in their minds don't exist, which was a trip to Guachochi. It wasn't that easy. I began to inform their parents and told them it will be a great opportunity for the kids to learn something new. The parents authorized, and this is when we give this great experience which we will never forget. Their moms made us lunch. For that, the walk was too long. We walked through the mountains, also the canyons. We even walked through rivers. All I can see is the happiness that of the students had on their faces, but above all, illusion and uncertainty because they didn't know what was in store for them outside of their community, which they never left. After walking for 2 hours and 5 hours in a car, we finally arrived in town of Guachochi. It was such an adventure. I took them to the airport to see the airplanes. They had the opportunity to see them up close, thanks to the administrator Chomacha. At the same time, we went to a company production of fish that is an active, commercial, and a reserve. Walking at Huron Lake, and above all, observing around at all that magnitude that surrounds the city. We played jump, run, and scream with such happiness when enjoying all the games at the park. With pride, they approved us by letting us take pictures of them. After all, they enjoyed seeing their reflections on an object, like the camera. The weekend was so short that there was no time left to go observe the rest of all the amazing things and places in Guachochi. But unfortunately, it was time to go home. Traveling once again, remembering the moment when I got off my car, getting ready to start the marathon, but this time we crossed the suspension bridge. We all carried our stuff on our back, ha ha ha. I remember more than 2 kids that their sandals snapped or ripped apart and they tried fixing them. We arrived at Coyachique after resting many times because the hill was so tiring, but they all forgot they were tired after meeting up with their families and talking about all the adventures they had just lived through in this unforgettable weekend.